Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Adam, and it's that time of quarter again. It's earnings season, and on the channel over the upcoming weeks, on Sunday evenings, we're going to be coming out with the most anticipated earnings releases and my thoughts on them. So before we get started, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and as always, smash that like button. So Monday, guys, we got nothing. Tuesday, we have 4 companies, but I don't really know any of them, so I'm not going to touch on them. But Wednesday is when we really start getting things going. So we start off with JP Morgan Chase, and in my opinion, this is the best of all the 5 banks, hands down. There's a pretty general consensus when it comes to that idea. And pretty much what I like about earnings is that usually the big banks are what start things off. And usually you get a pretty good read of the economy and how things are going, the flow of money. So usually if the banks are reporting well, that could be a good indication for the rest of the stocks that are coming up. I mean, not necessarily. Every company has whatever they're going through. But usually you get a good feel of how things are when you look at the banks, which usually come out first. So JP Morgan on Wednesday. Next up, we have Delta. And the airlines were pretty interesting this year as they were doing pretty well at the beginning of the year. Things were recovering. The virus was going away. And then we all know what happened. In the summer, there was a resurgence of things. So the stocks, I think, all the cyclical, all the reopening plays peaked out in May. And since then, it hasn't been very good. But again, right now, with the cases going down, there could be a resurgence in the stock and airline stocks reopening cyclicals into the fall and winter. So we're going to see how that plays out. So Delta on Wednesday. And next up, we have Blackrock, which is an investment management company. Most people will know their products. iShares, which are a lot of the ETFs, a lot of the most popular ETFs, rather. So again, similar to JP Morgan and the rest of the banks, if this one is doing well, they have a lot of assets under management, like literally trillions and trillions of dollars under management. So again, if they're doing well, then that could be also a good indication with the flow of money with the rest of the market, especially right now with all the conditions of the liquidity from the Fed and whatnot. So Thursday morning, we have Tsmc, and they are a semiconductor foundry based out of Taiwan. But right now, I know there's a lot of geopolitical issues going on in that area between Taiwan and China, so I don't know if that's going to have any strain on the stock. Otherwise, they are a multi-$100 billion company, very important to the global economy because a lot of big American companies outsource their chips to Tsmc, and they do it over there. And especially right now with all the short supply with semiconductors and I guess a lot of other different items, but specifically semiconductors, a lot of short-term headwinds when it comes to stock for maybe, let's say, the next 6-12 months or say, but long-term, they're going to be doing great, most likely. And they have been going over a little bit of a makeover. They changed their CEO to Rosa Brewer. They pay a hefty dividend. They're a needs-based company, as well as a cash cow turnaround play, as the stock had been beaten down over the last few years, but looks like they could be turning things around, especially as they've been providing Americans with the shots. Okay, next up is Citigroup, another bank, as well as Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and JP Morgan. Next up, we have Dominoes, and I want to show you guys the all-time chart for that one. Take a look at that. Since it went IPO, or went public in 2004 from $13 or $14, it is now at $4.80, an all-time gain of 3,373%. A pizza company. We all know Dominoes, but man, that's crazy. So this shows that investing doesn't have to be that complicated. You don't need some crazy company that no one's ever heard of. Sometimes it's the companies that are the most delicious that you should be investing in. United Health Group, which isn't that interesting of a name, and Morgan Stanley, another financial company. I don't know any of the after-hour. Actually, no, at Del Taco. I think they're a taco restaurant, I guess. But looking at Friday, similar situation. We have Goldman Sachs, another bank as well, and Charles Schwab, another investment management company. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty much financials and I guess TSM and Dominoes for this week, maybe in Walgreens, I guess. But nothing too exciting. I think the excitement will be coming over the upcoming weeks, guys. When we have next week, we have Netflix, Snapchat, ASML, Ford, Google. The next 2-3 weeks, guys, are going to be a lot more interesting. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and let me know in the comments below which earnings you're looking forward to. Otherwise, that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.